So by me refusing to take this test, I was handcuffed. I was paraded around the institution. I'm in 6 house. The quarantine house is in 5 house. All they had to do was take me to the gate and walk me to 5 house. Instead, they took me around the whole institution to set an example for everyone if they refused to take these tests. Mind you, this was the first housing unit to take tests. Once entering 5 house, you have to wear personal protective equipment, and this is mandatory. I was allowed to go inside of these wings without any mask or any form of protection. They had every CO in there with mask on, gloves on, even plastic masks on top of their mask to protect them. However, when they brought me in there, I wasn't even allowed a mask, and I left the housing unit, which is population, where my mask was. They intentionally left that behind. I sat in that cell for 10 hours in my socks, T-shirt, and pants with no mask on. Now, the problem is each housing unit is separated by 4 wings. So each of these 4 wings share a ventilation system. Inside this ventilation system, I have an intake and an outtake vent. Now, everybody inside of this wing, well, at least majority of them, tested positive for this virus, and they're inside their cells. So if they're coughing, and we know it's a fact now that this virus was airborne, if this ventilation system is also connected to each and every cell inside this housing unit, that means that I am now jeopardized because it's a possibility I can catch this through the ventilation system. Retaliation is very real in the DOC. This is a machine to where someone is related to someone. So if a CO was to write someone up, the response to that is it's a possibility you're gonna be seen by their aunt, their uncle, their wife, their husband, their cousin, their child. You know, it's a strong possibility. So that form of favoritism is there. So like it is very real in here. And this is one of the only outlets, Our Lives Matter, that allow these things to be heard, is seek things to be done. I have spent the last 2 decades and some change inside these institutions, falsely accused of crimes. I'm not afraid of the DOC. They've taken my 20s, my 30s, and they want to take more from me. They can't take any more from you. I have my pride. I am the man that I am. You know, these people didn't raise me. They just separated me from a lot of distractions. So, to me, I feel like I beat the system. I grew up in this place, but not of this place. They did not make a monster. What they did was they had me acknowledge the God within me. So, Ms. Miller, I'm not afraid. They don't scare me. What can they do to me?
I just want to say, Maria, I really, really appreciate working with you. You have done a phenomenal job, and I appreciate the work that you are putting in advocating for our prisoners, advocating for the rights of those that don't have a voice. It is a pleasure and an honor having you on the show this evening to share the information with our listeners, and looking forward to having you on again in the very near future. Guys, we are putting together a special show to talk about what's going on inside the prison system, what's going on with the recent or current laws pertaining to juvenile justice, charging juveniles as adults. Right now, there's House bills and Senate bills out there now that they're trying to pass to charge 12-year-olds as adults. So we want to do everything that we can to change that. These are children, these are kids, and we need to be protecting our children and our kids. Charging them as adults is not in their best interest at all. So we're also talking about the pandemic and how it is affecting those that are incarcerated and their families. So Maria has been an instrumental part in getting this information out and together, and collectively we will continue spreading the word, raising the awareness, and planning trips to the capital city of Missouri That's Jefferson City, Missouri, for those of you that are not in the area. So, any rate, you guys please make sure you tune in next week to our show. Maria will be joining us again, and we'll have more detailed information for you guys. This is a very short introductory show, so we will have more next week for you guys. Thank you so much. Maria is the founder of Our Lives Matter. She is also partnering with Expo, Incarcerated Peoples Working Together. She is also a member of MCU, Metro Congregations United. Maria is also a prisoner advocate, standing up for justice. You can find Maria's Facebook page linked to this to the notes on this podcast. Please like, share. We appreciate you.